Hey, this is Dylan, and I'm going to walk through the interactive redstone portion of the world. So, to start, we use command blocks a lot. So this first um, panel that you step on that tells you the opening words is just a command block with the words on it. So the next place that we're going to go is over here to the info hut, is what we call it. And this too is just a command block and a redstone circuit that when you step on the panel out there, it activates these two command blocks. And this one is for Willis in the info hut to tell you the mission, and this one is that Joseph can tell you not to forget your work boots behind you. It's a similar thing for the button to give the work boots. That's just a command block back here, and when you hit the button, it gives you the work boots, and with the apples. There's nothing in the mine with redstone. These doors with the redstone are pretty complicated. So you put the ticket in. The door doesn't work unless you put the ticket in, and then when you push the button, it'll open. So all of that redstone is back here. It is magic. So this is the command block to give you the minecart on the other side of the door. But all of this, it's a hopper.
Oh yeah, go ahead and click on the command block too.
Oh yeah. So this hopper is filled with the type of written book. And when you put the written book into the dropper, which is right here, the hopper is filled with them. So it activates the redstone, which activates this piston, which opens the door. And then on the other side, there's buttons that when you step on them, or the pressure plates that when you step on them, they close the door behind you. And then down here, we have another hopper that when you push that button, it pulls the key out of the dropper and puts it in this chest, which I just destroyed on accident. Oh, but this will work because I can show it working like this. So there's nothing in there. Put the key in there. Oh, just kidding, I blew up the button. Okay, we're gonna have to cut this part out of the video, or not.
Yeah, just leave it in. It's good debugging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so you get through the door. These buttons close the door. On the other side of this wall is the command block that gives you the minecart. It just gives @p minecart. It gives nearest player the minecart. And you get on the minecart. You go to World 2. So I'm just going to fly there because it's much faster. So if you want to fly to World 2, you head in this direction over this mountain range here. There's a lava pool as a marker. So there's World 2. So World 2's got a little bit more redstone. First is this redstone circuit to a command block that resets the player spawn point so that if they die in World 2, they don't have to go all the way back to World 1. That's just a pressure plate. And you come down here. While we're here, I'll talk about the hand washing isn't actually any redstone. It's in the mod. This polished granite brings down your lead level if you stand on it. So that's that. You head through here. And this similar is just a redstone circuit to a command block that gives you, it says the dialogue and it gives you the iron sword when you stand on it. So it does that. We used a command block with a command to spawn a villager that gives specific trades. So for the sword in the book. So it's just another redstone circuit with a command block. This is the dialogue that he says, and then this is the command block that gives them the iron sword with some redstone repeaters here to delay it. Similar to the mine in World 1 is again just a command block, give @p leather boots, give the nearest player leather boots when you hit the button. And this, the same thing in World 1. When you put your iron or your leather boots in the chest, it pulls them out with the hopper, puts them in this dropper, which drops them into the lava and destroys them. So this is where it gets a little more. We have these redstone circuits under here that there's a delay on them. Actually, it's more than that. So first of all, the redstone, when you hit the button, it goes to this command block over here somewhere. Right here, which spawns some spiders, or it summons spiders, and it summons them. We have the 2 there, so it doesn't summon them in the floor, it summons them up here. But so that it doesn't happen when every single player steps on the plate and there's not too many spiders, we have a redstone circuit set up so that when you set up like this, so it's going around with these repeaters, so every couple seconds it activates this piston which stops the redstone circuit, so that every interval the circuit doesn't work. So it depends on when you stand on the pressure plate is when it spawns a spider, so it doesn't happen for every person that comes through because that'd be too many spiders. And as a side note, we put bedrock all over the mine because players can't destroy that, so they can't get to the redstone circuits because we covered them up with bedrock. So it's the same thing for all of these buttons, with the command block that summons the spiders and then the piston that stops it every couple seconds. And that happens a couple times throughout the mine. There's one down there, so if you fall, you summon a spider when you're leaving. And there's a couple in here, there's one there, there's one down here in this hole. And then there's one down here at the bottom of the ladder, so again, if you fall. This is a command block to get the mithril sword. It's the same thing, give @p. Because it's part of the mod, you have to put the base metal : mithril sword, rather than just mithril sword, so that it knows to get it from the mod files. So this button just gives you the mithril sword when you hit it, so you can technically get as many as you want. And you have to walk back out of the mine.
Yeah, lady said to be loud.
Yeah. Alright, so because we spawned this specific villager with the command block, he takes the mithril sword and trades you for the written book. So you get the written book, you come on over here to the door. It's the same thing as in World 1. Break this stuff to get through to it. It's the same hopper, redstone, piston situation with the chest and the hopper to suck it out. So you do that, push the button, opens the door, these buttons close it behind you. Same thing here, get @p Minecraft or minecart to give you the minecart. You get in the minecart, you ride to World 3, which is a lot closer, so I'm going to ride the minecart. Just chicken. Alright, we have all my minecarts that I accidentally spawned here all piled up, but the chicken is riding in one of them. So this is just a command block set to give @p, and then each type of, it's got a code, each type of block, and so that's all. We found them all on a website, and if you type them all, if you type it out, then when you push the button, it gives each player that type of block. So this is dark oak, this is wool, this is sandstone, cobblestone, normal oak, jungle wood, like birch, this is iron block, and then this is acacia. And so this is so that from here, with these different types of logs, the players can build the wooden planks. They can craft them, and so from there they can get a lot more materials, and this is where then they can go explore the world and build to their heart's content. So, thank you for watching.
That's good. Sure that it'll be helpful.
Hope